Too much. How is everyone doing today? Great. Doing good? Okay, so I'm going to go on and apologize right now. I had to get some mints. I know you're not really supposed to eat while you're talking, but here's the deal. I'm from Mississippi. Anyone ever been there? Yeah. We have someone that's been there? Wow. I instantly feel better and more comfortable now that there's someone in this room that's been where I live. It's 105 degrees, right? So I got on a plane yesterday. 105 degrees, humid. Felt really, felt good. That's what I'm used to. I land here. It's 50 degrees. It's cold. I had to buy a jacket because I did not bring one other than my suit, right? So it's killing my sinuses, right? So I apologize. I'm going to have to stop every once in a while, drink some water, but otherwise I wouldn't even be able to talk anyway, right? So I figured it's better if I stop and drink some water. And I'm going to get started today and really just kind of outline who I am. I did not know we were going to be able to play a clip from my show, but I'm not on television in Canada, at least not unless it's by accident, right? So very few people here, I'm sure, have seen that show and know my story, so I'll share it with you today. Some of the things that I've done, just over the last few years, I've created a lot of different programs. I'll kind of click through this and I'll talk about them. A lot of different programs to teach people how to do some of the things that I've done on the internet to make money. And I'll tell you how I got started and why I got started here in just a little while. But probably the two biggest things that I've done are the books that you see down at the bottom. My first book, The Hidden Millionaire, was really just a life story. It's a story about my life, why I started business, and really how I learned to be an entrepreneur, to think for myself and do things for myself instead of working for someone else. And I really did this just kind of like innately. I mean, I was in school to be a doctor. I'll tell you why in a minute. But I wasn't in business school. This just kind of happened for me. It's just something I understood. And then I wrote my second book, Advertising Profits from Home. And this is the show that we just played a clip from. It airs every single night in the United States. So I wouldn't call it really celebrity since we pay to be on television. But it is, it does kind of annoy some people because it doesn't matter what you do. If you wake up in the middle of the night, or if you leave your TV on, I can assure you, you will see my face. And it kind of makes for some interesting trips to the airport, things like that. So last night I got to go out to dinner here with a couple of guys, and it was fun for me to be able to go to dinner, right, and not have people looking at me and wanting to talk to me and wanting to ask me questions and all of these things, because all of a sudden I have no privacy anymore at home. So Vancouver is really pretty. My girlfriend lives in Seattle, 2 hours away, yeah. So I'm thinking about possibly moving now. And the thought hit, if I can get past the weather, I think I might make it. So just a little bit about what I've done, some of the things that I've done. I've been, obviously, because I've had some success, I've been on, I have my television show that runs with Mark. I've been in the news a lot. The LA Times did a story on me with domain investing. So I've had a lot of these different things, different places, Fox and all these things. But really the most important one for me, the one that really means the most to me, is this one. I was actually on CNN a couple of years ago. I think I was probably maybe 25 in that picture. I'm 27 now. So at 25, I was on CNN. You talk about scared. Oh man, that was probably the most tense I've ever been in my life. But they brought me on to talk about how to start a business and really how to build a successful business, right? So I was pretty excited because this was right when the recession started to hit, right? And they wanted to bring people on to teach other people, maybe just open your eyes to another opportunity, something that can work and you can start even during a recession and it can still work, right? So they were able to bring me on, and it's really cool. My dad, obviously, really proud of the things I've done. So this TV is hanging in his bedroom, right? And you can see the clock above it, and he takes a picture of it. But it was really cool for me because, look, it says how to start a new business. So it's pretty cool for me because I got a picture of me on CNN telling people how to start a new business. And that's really what Rob wanted me to come here today for, is to show you what I've done and really teach you how to do some of the things that I have done to get where I'm at. A lot of people ask me when I'm speaking if you can still make money on the internet. Like, for instance, how many of you in here do affiliate marketing? Raise your hand. So a few. How many of you would you consider yourself as successful as you want to be with it? Raise your hand. See, that's one thing about people. You always want more success. It doesn't matter how successful you are, you want more, right? And that's exactly how I am, which is what ended up losing me all of my privacy. Never take it to the level that I took it to. Don't write a book and put it on national television. Stop short of that. Just good lesson for you, right? But we all want to make more money on the internet, and the thing is, a lot of people ask, well, can you still do that now? Can you still make money on the internet now? So I just pulled up some interesting information. I already knew this. This is just stuff that I innately knew, but if you look, the growth on the internet is always there. So a lot of people tell me, well, you could have made money back then. If I had started a business 5 years ago, then yeah, I'd be positioned to make good money. But if you look at it, the internet's grown, and it's literally growing just at a rapid rate, 444% growth now in the last 10 years or so. Every time that you start a business on the internet, right, if you wait a year, there's more opportunity for that business to be successful because there's simply just more people on the internet, right? So it allows you to create success. It doesn't matter really when you get started. I started my first internet business when I was 21, 22, I was in college, and today I have 15 different internet businesses, all of which I've started over the last few years, all of which are really successful. But there's opportunity for me to start more every single day and still create success, and I think that's what's really important. And another thing that I feel is important that I think a lot of people overlook is the simple fact that the internet is so diversified, right? So a lot of you, how many of you have your own product you're trying to sell? Raise your hand. Right? So what about e-commerce? Do you have an e-commerce?